How come many Westerners are moving to Muslim countries? That's a good question. I imagine there are various different answers for different people, but personally, I would say it's one of a few things. The first and foremost being safety. And this isn't just Muslim countries, but many Asian countries in general. Look at the types of countries people from the West are moving to. Malaysia, Singapore, Qatar, the UAE. These are places with very, very low crime rates compared to a lot of Western countries, especially when you're comparing to countries such as the UK and the USA. So that, I'm sure, is a very big factor there. But really, I think what is driving people away from the West and towards the East, and oftentimes, like you say, to Muslim countries, is that sense of community. It's something I've talked about a lot on my channel before. It's living in a country where you have a sense that things like family and community and tradition and religion are still at the forefront of how the society operates. This is something that sadly feels like it's missing now in the West, and so for a lot of people who feel like they're longing for something, that they need something more from the society that they live in, they find themselves moving away from Western countries and towards other countries. Oftentimes, like you say, those are Muslim countries. There is of course also the sense for a lot of people that the West is kind of failing, it's kind of falling apart. A lot of Asian countries and a lot of Muslim countries are forging ahead into the future and will most likely still have something good to offer for a very, very long time to come. And of course, lastly, and this is something that is of course specific to Muslim countries, an awful lot of people in the West are now converting to Islam. This is a big thing that's happening at the moment. I see it all the time, all across social media. And I would imagine if you're a Westerner and you've converted to Islam, if you have the money and you have the ability, then it would make sense for you to move to a country where you feel more comfortable living your life, free from any bigotry or any sort of opposition to your religion. I don't know, maybe there are some other reasons that I'm overlooking here, but this is just what I think is most likely, what is making people from Western countries move towards Muslim countries and even Asian countries in general.